Welcome back to the channel. My name's James Salvatore, and today we got something pretty cool here. This is 2016 Mustang GT, and today we're going to be sharing with you what it's like to own one after 3 years, the good and the bad. And to do that, I have my friend Jim here who owns the car.
How's it going, guys? So as Jamie said, this is my 2016 Mustang GT Premium. It's got 435 horsepower out of the factory and 400 foot-pounds of torque. Overall, the powertrain in this is basically stock, except I have a few things done to it, like an exhaust, some aftermarket wheels, and some other minor upgrades. But overall, I've had the car for 3 years now, and I absolutely love it, and it's a lot of fun.
So Jim, tell me a little bit about what you did to personalize this car.
All right, so I'd say the first thing you notice about this is we have the aftermarket rims. They're TSWs, they're 20-inch wheels, and I got the Pirelli tires on here with the white letter. So I really like that. It's really cool going down the road.
Really makes it pop.
It does really make it pop. And the back ones are offset, they're staggered, so they're a little wider, they're fatter in the rear end, which is cool. You get a lot more traction and grip, and it just has a much more of an aggressive look to it. So that's something I really like about that. Outside of that, some very minor things. I blacked out the orange reflector here because I just hated the way it looked, and it looks more clean this way when the whole car is all black. Tinted the windows with the heat protection film. It's pretty cool. And then I also had the whole front end of it ceramic, or I had it vinyl wrapped with Expel, and then the entire car paint corrected and ceramic coated. And what that does is it gives it a much higher gloss, deeper black look. It's hydrophobic, so the water doesn't like it. Much easier to clean, and overall it's, you know, protects against swirls.
It's definitely really cool to see it in action when you see the water beating up and, you know, rolling off of it.
Yeah, I mean, just it pours right off. So those are the things that I did to it. Outside of that, we have a MVRP catback exhaust, which makes this thing scream. It's really cool. And also a little different than most Mustangs out there, this has the Recaro racing seat package. So what you get in that are the 2 Recaro racing seats accented with the red stitching, and then you get the red stitching follows throughout the whole interior on the dash and the door panels and stuff like that.
And it also gives you the option to install 5-point racing harness, which is pretty neat because if you want to do some track days, you could definitely do that with this.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Overall, I'd say that this is a really good value for what it is. 3 years old, and you could pick one of these up for around $25,000. It's a real lot of car. You know, I mean, you got over 400 horsepower from factory. It's reliable. It looks great. And you have all the modern conveniences. You know, the infotainment system isn't really outdated and whatnot. And, you know,
yeah, I mean, overall, it's a lot of car for the money, and you're getting a great value with it. The driving, the suspension, the handling, and the interior layout. It's very modern, sleek, clean.
It's still pretty much the same as the current car that's out there right now.
Right.
Just, you know, in my opinion, I think that the new front end on the 2018 doesn't look as good as this front end. So, I mean, this is still pretty much
This
the
definitely
current
has
car, just with a different front end.
much more of an aggressive look, I think. The new one's like squished in a bit. You know,
yeah, let us know in the comments what you think about that. Do you like the new 2018 and up front end, or do you like this front end?
Yeah.
We definitely go with this front end. Why don't you tell us some interesting quirks and features that only somebody who owns the car would know about?
Okay, so I think some cool things about it right off the bat are you can raise, or you can't raise, but you can lower the windows from the remote. So this thing is all black, and if it's a small car, it's like a sauna when you get into it. It's been sitting out in the sun. So with the remote, you can easily press it, and it drops down the windows, and you know, it's really cool just to air it out before you get inside. On top of that, what I really like is there's a really convenient sunglass compartment right inside the dash, and you push it in, it slides right out. You can put your sunglasses right in there, or whatever else you want, but it's a really good spot for that, which I really like.
And you got those turn signals in the hood.
turn signals are really cool. I mean, they're right in here and they blink as you go. I think it's just a cool feature, like something they used to put in like older cars when they would experiment with like funky
it's definitely
things
a
like
throwback.
that. So
like
it's
that
cool
they
to
added
see.
it.
I'm sad to see them leave. You know, they're also air vents for the engine. It's a cool little feature.
Now we're in the car and we're going to go over a few of the things about the driving experience, some of the cool features that sets this Mustang apart from Mustangs of the past and that, you know, are just nice overall to have that you wouldn't expect. So first feature that I thought that was really neat was Jim showed me the line lock feature, which locks the front brakes and allows you to basically just do a free burnout in the back. It doesn't wear out your back brakes because it only holds the front.
All right, so I only have 18,000 miles on this car. I've had it for 3 years now, and it's my summertime driving car. In the winter, it's off the road and stored in the garage, so this thing rarely ever sees rain even, and it definitely never sees salt or snow.
Yeah, because Connecticut's weather sucks.
Yeah.
You only get about 4 months out of the year, and then you're just boned.
Exactly. So, you know, that's going to make the car last a lot longer, the undercarriage, the paint, everything. So, anyway, there's a lot of cool features I like about this. Number one, honestly, I like having the physical gauges. Rather, I know you don't. You like the
I like
you
the
like
new
the digital
one.
I like them
think it's
both,
cool.
to be honest. But like, I still like how it's still. There's something to be said for it. I think.
I think it's neat how it has the ground speed and it shows like your tachometer and revolution.
I just like how it's spelled out. Ground speed, like revolutions per minute versus just saying RPMs or, you know, miles per hour or something like that.
They were definitely going for like a 60
like a race
back there.
Yeah, I like that.
Definitely neat. And the car does feature 4 different driving modes. You could toggle them with these really cool switches here.
Yeah, but this is another thing I like. The toggle switches and where the start button is, it makes it feel like a race car. It's pretty.
I think one thing to point out here too is for a lot of people that don't have any experience with the automatic and have only been in the manual ones, this is a really good transmission. You know, I felt it too, like, you know, shifting the paddles, it's very responsive, it's not laggy. You know, you'd think, you know, American cars have kind of had issues with transmissions, especially since this is a torque converter transmission, it's not dual clutch. You'd think that maybe, you know, it'd be laggy or whatnot, but it's actually really good.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. Is a lot of car for the money.
I love it, man. That exhaust, it just pulls you. And even if like you're running on the highway, you could easily be coasting at 75 or 80. And if you punch it, man, it still throws you back in the seat. It's just like,
It really does.
to be at that speed and just to keep pulling you, it's an incredible feeling, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Love it.
Well, that wraps it up for this video. I hope it was informative for you and you enjoyed it. Be sure to check out my friend Jim's channel, Jimbo50. I'll put a link in the description below. And please like and subscribe, as I'm a new channel and I'm looking to provide you all with some awesome content coming up. Thank you for watching.